Philosophy has played a vital role in shaping human thought and culture. From ancient Greek to modern-day thinkers, philosophers have challenged conventional wisdom and expanded our understanding of ourselves and the world. In this video, we will explore 13 transformative thinkers who have altered the course of human thought and continue to inspire and challenge us today. 1. Plato. Plato was a philosopher who lived in ancient Greece and is widely considered one of Western philosophy's most influential thinkers. He believed that reality is not limited to the material world we experience with our senses, but that a world of forms or ideas exists beyond the physical realm. Plato's theory of forms influenced many subsequent philosophers, including Aristotle, who was his student. Example: Plato's theory of forms can be seen in his famous cave allegory. In this allegory, people are chained in a cave and can only see shadows on the wall. They think these shadows are the only reality, but when one of them is freed and sees the outside world, he realizes there is much more to reality than he previously believed. 2. Aristotle. Aristotle was a philosopher who lived in ancient Greece and was a student of Plato. He believed knowledge should be based on observation and empirical evidence rather than just speculation. Aristotle's works covered a wide range of subjects, including ethics, politics, and metaphysics. Example: Aristotle's theory of causality, which states that everything has a cause or explanation, has been highly influential in science and philosophy. This idea is still used today in fields such as physics, where scientists seek to explain the causes of natural phenomena. 3. René Descartes. René Descartes was a philosopher who lived in the 17th century and is known as the father of modern philosophy. He believed knowledge should be based on reason and evidence rather than tradition or authority. Descartes is famous for his statement cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, which is often seen as the starting point for modern philosophy. Example: Descartes' method of doubt, which involved questioning everything he believed to be true to arrive at specific knowledge, has significantly impacted philosophy and science. This method is still used today in fields such as mathematics and physics, where scientists and mathematicians seek to prove theorems and theories by eliminating all possible doubts. 4. Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant was a philosopher who lived in the 18th century and is widely considered one of the most influential thinkers in modern philosophy. He believed that knowledge is not just derived from experience, but the structures of the human mind also shape that. Kant's work significantly impacted many areas of philosophy, including metaphysics, ethics, and epistemology. Example: Kant's categorical imperative, which states that one should always act so that their actions can be turned into a universal law, has significantly impacted ethics. This idea has been used to justify various ethical principles, such as the prohibition against lying or the importance of treating others with respect. 5. Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche was a philosopher who lived in the 19th century and is known for his critiques of religion, morality, and culture. He believed that traditional values and beliefs were no longer relevant in a modern world becoming increasingly secular and scientific. Nietzsche's work significantly impacted philosophy, literature, and culture. Example: Nietzsche's concept of willpower states that all human behavior is motivated by the desire for power, which has significantly impacted psychology and philosophy. This idea has been used to explain everything from individual behavior to the dynamics of political systems. 6. Confucius. Confucius was a Chinese philosopher who lived in the 6th and 5th centuries BCE. He believed in the importance of morality, social order, and education, and his teachings have significantly impacted Chinese culture and philosophy. Confucius emphasized the importance of individual responsibility and the pursuit of moral excellence. Example: Confucius' concept of the Golden Rule, which states that one should treat others as they would like to be treated, has significantly impacted ethics and social norms. This idea has been used to promote empathy, fairness, and respect for others. 7. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a philosopher who lived in the 18th century and is known for his ideas about human nature and social contract theory. He believed humans are naturally good, but society and institutions corrupt us. Rousseau argued that people should form a social contract to preserve their freedom and promote the common good. Example: Rousseau's ideas about the social contract have significantly impacted political philosophy and democracy. His concept of the general will, which refers to the community's collective interest, has been used to justify various forms of democratic governance. 8. Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a philosopher who lived in the 19th century and is known for his critiques of capitalism and his ideas about communism. He believed that capitalism was inherently unjust and that a socialist or communist system would eventually replace it. Marx's work has significantly impacted politics, economics, and social theory. Example: Marx's theory of alienation, which refers to feeling disconnected from one's work and society, has significantly impacted sociology and psychology. This concept has been used to explain various social problems, including depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. 9. Simone de Beauvoir. Simone de Beauvoir was a philosopher who lived in the 20th century and is known for her work on feminist theory and existentialism. She argued that patriarchal systems had historically oppressed women and that they must fight for their liberation. De Beauvoir's work has significantly impacted feminist theory and social justice. Example: De Beauvoir's concept of the other, which refers to how people are defined and oppressed by their social roles and identities, has significantly impacted philosophy and cultural studies. This concept has been used to critique various oppression forms and promote empathy and understanding across different social groups. 10. Michel Foucault. Michel Foucault was a philosopher who lived in the 20th century and is known for his work on power, knowledge, and social institutions. He argued that individuals or groups do not just hold power but are dispersed throughout society and embedded in institutions and discourses. Foucault's work has significantly impacted philosophy, sociology, and cultural studies. Example: Foucault's theory of power knowledge, which argues that knowledge and power are intimately connected, has significantly impacted social theory and cultural studies. This concept has been used to analyze how knowledge and discourse shape social reality and to critique various forms of domination and oppression. 11. Martin Heidegger. Martin Heidegger was a philosopher who lived in the 20th century and is known for his work on ontology and existentialism. He believed individuals should embrace their being and reject modern society's technological and bureaucratic systems. Heidegger's work has significantly impacted philosophy, literature, and cultural studies. Example: Heidegger's concept of authenticity, which refers to living following one's being, has significantly impacted existentialism and cultural studies. This idea has been used to critique modern society's conformist nature and promote individualism and self-discovery. 12. John Rawls. John Rawls was a philosopher who lived in the 20th century and is known for his work on political philosophy and justice. He believed that a just society is based on a veil of ignorance, where individuals do not know their social position or characteristics. Rawls' work has significantly impacted political philosophy and social justice. Example: Rawls' concept of the original position, which refers to a hypothetical situation where individuals design a just society from behind a veil of ignorance, has significantly impacted political philosophy and social justice. This idea has been used to argue for the protection of fundamental liberties, the redistribution of wealth, and the recognition of social equality. 13. Judith Butler. Judith Butler is a philosopher who lived in the 20th and 21st centuries and is known for her work on gender and queer theory. She believes gender is a social construct performed through various social practices and institutions, and Butler's work has significantly impacted feminist theory, queer theory, and cultural studies. Example: Butler's concept of gender performativity, which refers to the idea that gender is not an inherent characteristic but rather a performance enacted through various social practices and institutions, has significantly impacted feminist theory and queer theory. This idea has been used to critique traditional gender norms and to promote more significant gender and sexual fluidity. The ideas and insights of these 13 transformative thinkers have profoundly impacted human thought and culture. From their extreme views on politics and ethics to their groundbreaking explorations of the nature of reality and consciousness, these philosophers have left a lasting legacy that continues to shape our understanding of the world today.